What's up, guys? I'm at CES in Las Vegas, and you know I had to stop by Garmin because they're the experts at helping you find your way home.
Hi everyone, I'm Audra Ratliff. I oversee our outdoor and marine product marketing teams. So we kind of have a couple of products over here that we're showing when it comes to off-road. Our Tread series is our main off-road navigator. We have a power switch as well for those of you in a 4x4. And then we've also got our Inreach Mini. Some of our treads also offer Inreach technology built in too, so it's kind of a choice if you want to add on an Inreach Mini or you want Inreach technology built in case you're off-grid and need communication. So all of our tread series, we have race, chase, Baja editions, overlanding editions. We have multiple different screen sizes. They all come with built-in mapping, both on-road and off-road navigation. So obviously a lot of times you're both on-road and off-road. We also have devices, we're not showing one here, it's in a different area. It's called the Montana. It is very well known for snowmobiling and also motorcycles as well. It's a little bit smaller display, but it also gives you a little bit more battery life if you need to get off and kind of walk around, go on a hike, go on an overnight type of stay. That's a great device for you as well. The Inreach technology, if you don't know, is Garmin's satellite communication technology. So it allows you to hit the SOS button and talk directly to our Garmin response team in Montgomery, Texas, who can help initiate a rescue if needed. You also can two-way message off-grid where there's no cell service with your loved ones back home, which is really nice. You can connect that with your phone or connect it directly to one of these devices as well, so you can message more quickly versus that little display.
Yeah, I was just talking to one of the other guys, and that's the biggest selling point is you can use an app on your phone, but what if you can't connect with your phone, right?
Yeah. So obviously they all work without a phone as well, which is the most important part, and they're all a two-way messaging device, which is great because when you hit that SOS, you don't want to question, like, is someone actually coming to rescue me or not? Like, what's happening? Because there are some one-way devices out there, but Garmin Response will always message you, try to understand the nature of your emergency, and send the right kind of help in case you ever need it.
And I'm assuming it's subscription-based?
It is subscription-based, but we offer both monthly and annual plans. So what I always tell people is, if you're kind of like a seasonal user, then get our monthly plan. There's no suspend fee, and you can come back whenever you want. If you more are kind of all year or at least 6 months of the year, the annual plan is a better option just because the prices do lower a little bit.
Okay.
This is kind of built in, just home screen you can kind of see on this. So this is our Tread XL Baja Race Edition. So we have race maps and chase maps. So it's for those that maybe want to race with 4x4s. So you can click on any of those maps. And there's also team tracking on these devices as well. So if you have multiple people that want this in the cab, they can track each other. That does require Inreach technology as well. So you do have to have a subscription for that portion to work. And then same thing over here. So this is just showing some tracking right here, but also you can have both city maps, and then we can swap over to kind of off-road maps as well, which you can kind of see in some of these photos what that looks like. So we have topo active mapping on here with terrains of North, Central, and South America already preloaded, and then turn-by-turn directions even for trail and unpaved roads as well. So
nice.
Even if you want to make a direct route that's off-road, you can do that as well with directions.
Cool. And then what are we looking at over there?
So over here, this is obviously that little Inreach Mini device. So that's the Inreach Mini 2. So if you choose a device that doesn't already have it built in and you would like that on the side, that just shows you it's nice, it's little, it's compact. So for those of you that maybe might do more than just your off-road adventure, maybe you're also a hiker, or you want to do something, even honestly in the car, if you're in an area that doesn't have good cell reception, people grab an Inreach Mini 2, just simple, compact. So that's kind of what that looks like. And then over here is our Garmin power switch. So that's allowing you to control your 12-volt accessories kind of as a digital switch box, controls your lights, horns, and more, and you can do that directly from an app on the phone.
Oh, nice. So you were talking about the Montana
Yes.
products.
Yep.
Can we take a look at those too?
Yes, absolutely. We can take a look at those. So this is the Montana I was touching on. So we put this more in our adventure category, but it is a great device. If you are a snowmobiler, awesome device. If you have a motorcycle, we do offer motorcycle products, but if you're a motorcyclist that maybe likes to kind of stop and do more of an off-road motorcycle adventure, this is a great device for you because you can power it up in this special mount, but also you can take it out of that mount and walk around with it and get great battery life. So it has the little Inreach SOS button is built in right here. It also has built-in mapping. Let's see if we can hop on a map. Same thing, it offers both road mapping, so city mapping, and topo-active mapping, so off-road. It does all of the off-road routing that we were talking about with the tread devices. Just a little bit smaller form factor. It's a touchscreen display though, so what's really awesome about this device, when we were talking about the Inreach Mini, it's cumbersome to text, so it's better to be connected to your phone and text via your phone. With this device, you get a full QWERTY keyboard right there on the device.
Nice.
So if you are really truly like, well, I might be on a multi-day adventure and my phone might die, this is a really good option for you because it's quick text right on the device. It's also great if you're not necessarily worried about weight. So a lot of times I tell people with the Inreach Mini 2 or the Inreach Messenger, you know, some of these guys are on multi-day backpacking trips and they don't want a lot of weight. This is still not super heavy, but just a little bit more heavy, so people will lean towards those.
I like that because a lot of the guys that watch my channel, they're ATV riders,
Yep.
side by
Yep.
side,
Yep.
jeepers.
Yep.
So you can carry the gear.
Yep.
You just don't
Yep.
want a gigantic
Yes.
one. Yeah, I
And
like
this is
that.
great. A lot of guys that might snowmobile in the winter might also be ATVers in other times of the year. So this is a very versatile option that you can move from your snowmobile to your ATV.
Nice. Very cool. And then what's this here?
So this is a GPS Map 66 or 67i. So it's just another Inreach-enabled device. It also is very similar to the Montana. It's just button-operated versus touchscreen and a smaller display. But either way, it's very similar feature set. No huge differences between these two. It's just a personal preference on whether or not you want the touchscreen versus the button size and that sort of thing.
It's kind of old school.
Yeah. This is our GPS Map line has been around Garmin for a really long time. We've got it in marine, we've got it in outdoor, and some people just really like that very specific way of the buttons, and they don't want to mess with the touch screen, and this is a great option for them.
Nice. And then again, let's touch on these.
Yep, so this was the Inreach Mini 2 that we saw over there with the treads as well. So it comes in both an orange and a black color. We also offer this little Inreach Messenger. This was new last year. So it's also a very small, compact device. This device is great for in the car, or again, if you're an off-road adventurer and you just want to leave it right there on the dash. Same thing, you can SOS, you can 2A message, but it gets great battery life. So in 10-minute tracking, it gets 28 days. In 30-minute tracking, 46 days. So it can be a set it and forget it device. Grab it to take it camping overnight, that sort of thing. Just a slightly different form factor as well.
So it's basically a tracker.
Yes.
It's not a lot of interface, right?
Yeah, and all of them track. It's just how much user interface do you really want in a device, where you kind of think about which thing you want.
Very cool. So let's leave with a website if guys want to learn more.
Yep, if you want to learn more, just go directly to Garmin.com. We have multiple different categories. I would tell you to look in the outdoor recreation or the automotive category on our website. You'll see an off-road subcategory page, and you'll see all of these options to choose from.
Very cool. Thank you.